Hi, my name is Sam, and welcome to the 6th video in the series on the 7 secrets to enjoying your trip to New York City. Today we are going to go over art, theater, and music, how to experience culture in New York City. New York City metropolitan area has 22 million people, which is 6% of the population of the United States. But this same area produces almost 10% of our nation's wealth and our national economy. New York City is the most productive and wealthy city in the world. With this incredible wealth comes an incredible amount of money devoted to the arts. New York City has the world's finest art, theater, and music. Whether you're an art connoisseur or not, we recommend that you take a little time to sample the rich culture of New York City, and here are your options. Broadway theater shows. New York City is home to the best theater and musical performances in the world. Whether you are in Las Vegas, London, or anywhere in the world, the great musical performances of the world will typically have been written and first performed in New York City. In New York City, Broadway shows run every evening and also run daytime shows. If you're on a budget, it is best to get your tickets for a daytime performance. You can also visit the TKTS half-price ticket booth in Times Square to get shows for half price. Doing this, however, will usually cost you at least a couple hours of standing in line. You can also not necessarily get the tickets to the show that you want. These tickets are based on availability of unsold tickets for any given show. If you're looking for the best seats in the house at the major shows, you should definitely contact your hotel concierge or your travel company. As with the finest restaurants in the city, concierges have access to the best theater seats in the city based on their personal connections. For those Broadway theater aficionados, you can also schedule a day around your Broadway experience by taking a walking tour that explains the history of the theater and combine that with a pre-theater lunch or dinner package. Again, your concierges can help you arrange this entire experience. The next is musical performances. Carnegie Hall and Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts feature musical performances for the world's greatest symphonies, singing groups, and other musical performances. Any musician across the world dreams of performing at these venues. If you're looking for tickets at these venues, we recommend you contact their box office directly if you know which show you would like to see. If you do not know a lot about the music scene, we recommend that you contact your concierge to get some additional information about these tours. Finally, you have New York City museums. Across New York City, there are more museums than you can ever hope to see. If you're interested in any type of art, history, wax figures, or famous stars and presidents, New York City is one of the best cities in the world for museums. If you're going to go to a museum, you can easily spend half a day inside, and you'll want to in order to get your money's worth. If you really have a passion for a particular collection, we recommend getting a guide, a private guide, to help with a private tour. If you cannot afford a private guide, you can typically check with the museum to see when there might be a publicly scheduled tour in the museum, which are generally available. For your first trip to New York City, we generally recommend a museum day, where you pick 1 or 2 museums and focus on doing these at a leisurely pace so you can really enjoy the collection. You can get tickets to the museum at the museum or reserve them ahead of time with your concierge. If you plan on visiting 2 museums, we recommend you look into various city passes, New York City passes that allow you to get into a certain number of attractions and museums for free with the price of a pass. If you use the pass efficiently, this will save you time and money at the museums as well as other New York City attractions. Finally, you have New York City art galleries. New York City is home to some of the world's greatest living artists. Between Sotheby's, Christie's, and other major art dealers, it is the greatest market for contemporary art in the world. Most of the artists in New York City live and work at studios in their homes in Soho District or the Chelsea District. They then display a lot of their work at art galleries in the Chelsea District. If you're interested in viewing contemporary artwork for sale, you can get a great window into the scene by going to these galleries. To enhance this experience, you can ask for a private tour guide that specializes in art to take you through these galleries. Again, for advice on how to see contemporary art galleries, talk to your concierge. So, I hope you found this video helpful in getting started planning your trip to New York City. Tomorrow, I will go over the next and last step to planning your trip to New York City, which is nightlife. If you would like to talk to a New York City expert about planning your trip, please enter your name and phone number in the box, and one of our concierges will call you within 24 hours. Or if you can't wait, you're welcome to call our concierge service by dialing the number below. We look forward to helping you plan your trip to New York City so that you can truly experience New York City, meet new people, and go home with a story.